Well, hello everybody. Welcome. Let me see what I can do here. Welcome everybody. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. My name is Dave Canyon, and I am your host, your one and only solo host for this and every podcast that I do. Keeps the logistics nice and simple. Welcome Dum-Dums. Welcome to the Dumbcast. So great to have you here. I appreciate you finding this show, however you found it. Did you find it on my Facebook page? I just put out a thing on my Facebook page, and I think 3 people out of 296 Facebook friends I have. Yeah, I know. I say it a lot, but I'm trying to drive home a point. You made your point, Dave. No, I don't think so. I don't think so until everybody feels the same way. Or just, drops off. I want to see a noticeable drop off on Facebook. Or I just want to see a lot of people saying it. I want my phrase, my coined phrase to become incredibly popular. But none of that's going to happen, and that's fine. So I'm going to keep on referring to it as Facebook. So I put a thing on my personal, Dave Canyon page about if you have the time. It's very nice. If you have the time, I don't want to bother you, but if you could try to visit and like my Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook page, and within minutes, somebody clicked like on the post. And I guess the good thing about Facebook is that I'm able to go back and edit. So I went back and edited, and I said, this post is not to be liked. I don't give a crap about this post. Something like that. I can't remember exactly the words I said. But I said, it's all about going to Dumbing It Down with Dave on Facebook, to that page, and liking the page. I'm looking for people to like the page, right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do, Facebookers? You tell me, Facebookers who don't listen to the show. My Facebook friends who say they like this, they like that. Oh, Dave this, Dave that, all the people I were there for. Oh boy, we're already into the bitterness. No. Oh, by the way, it's Sunday morning. Happy Father's Day, even though you're not listening to this at all. And you're not listening to this on Father's Day, because I'm not going to upload this until, well, I might upload it later today. It'd be unusual for me to upload a show on a Sunday. I could. There are no rules. There are no rules to the show that nobody's listening to. That's another great thing about doing a podcast. At first, nobody's listening. Well, at least this show. Other shows, people might have real friends that tune in. And by the way, I have something to tell you about real friends. So there's a little rabbit trail. I like to start my little rabbit trails to see if I can get back on the trail. So, oh yeah, and also I want to let everybody know I'm recording my second show on my Unetco, my new Unetco 5.0 Air. Air. I have air. Still have no idea what that means. I really wish I had, like Jimmy Kimmel or one of those shows. They can call the customer service line and said, "Excuse me, can you explain the air part? What is the air? Why don't you call it mud? Call it doo-doo?" That's mature. Well, I'm a man, and men love to make fun of poop, farts, and boobies. That's what we do. I'm just being very honest. Men love that. Can't get enough of farts, poopy, and boobies. That's why we like to say the word dingleberries. We love that, dingleberries. And boobies are always boobies. That's and poop. We love to say poop. We love it. It's just great. Can't explain it. We're men. We're just dumb men. And by the way, that's American men. I can't speak for the rest of the country. For the rest of the world, I mean. So yeah, I'm on my Unetco 5.0 Air. How does it sound? Air? Does it sound airy? Do you feel like? Are you getting a breeze? Is all my hot air coming out of my body, going into this phone, coming out like a cool breeze? That would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice if they had a phone that was like a handheld air conditioner? Or, remember back in the day, you go to the fair and you spend a couple of bucks. Did I ever buy one? I don't know if I ever bought one of those propeller things that you hold in your hand. And then you'd stick your finger in it to see if to see if your finger would get cut off, and you would just stop it. It would just and then it would stop. Then you'd take your finger out, and the thing would just continue on. So, yeah, it'd be great if the phone would actually produce air. It would be very nice. Whatever. I'm thinking about CPAP applications because I have sleep apnea. So I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could just have air going into my mouth? Like, if this was a CPAP/phone, that'd be great. Air. I don't know. Anybody who understands why this is called the air, please let me know. Please email me at dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. Be the second email be the person that sends the second email ever. I only have one so far. dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. It's very easy. And it's dumbing with a B, by the way. How did I start the show? I already don't remember. Oh, and I know I have a rabbit trail. I have to get back to that. I'll get back to that soon. Yeah, dead air. That's good, because I forgot. I'm trying too hard. It doesn't matter what I start off the show talking about. Happy Father's Day. You're not listening to the show. And, Facebook friends. Yeah. So somebody clicked like on that post. I'm like, you moron. I said go to this page. There's a comedian, one of the comedian moron Facebook friends. First time I ever referred to them as morons on the show. I mean, they're not morons. It's just... see, this is what gets me upset about Facebook, because, like, you're intelligent. I know this particular guy who did a radio show with me a long time. He didn't do it with me. He was a guest of mine. He wasn't the greatest guest, but it doesn't matter. He's a funny comedian. And I just don't know what goes on. Like, are you paying attention? Are you reading the posts? Are you not reading my posts? Are you just like, like? Oh, look, Dave Canyon, like. Oh, look, Bobanelli, like. Oh, look, it's Sharon Johnson, like. In other words, do people... Wow, I totally wasn't even going to talk about this. I got to stay within a half an hour. I'm going to try to stay within half an hour. That's going to be my plan. All right? Yeah, everybody's happy about that. Yeah, half an hour. All right. Stop being so excited. It's not that exciting. Do people get on Facebook and just start seeing names and just start clicking like? I'm not really going to read any of this. I'm not really going to look at any of this. I'm just going to click like so people know that I'm fake paying attention. I don't know. I've never done that. I actually read every post. I mean, if I'm going to like it, I'm going to read it. Is that insane? Maybe I hate Facebook because I'm not fake. Because I really participate. I participate. I do. I like participating, which is one of the reasons why... No, that is like the big main reason why I dropped out of Facebook. Because nobody wanted to participate. Which means they don't like me. That's how I interpreted it. Yeah. See? I knew I got back. There wasn't the rabbit trail originally, but now it is. I got back to it. I dropped out of Facebook for various reasons. And the main reason I'm now able to eloquently elaborate why I dropped off of Facebook. Because people were not participating with me. They were liking, and then they were leaving me hanging. I can't tell you how many people left me hanging. I send emails, they don't respond. That's on Facebook. That is on email. That's on texts, and that's on phones. I have so many people who have messages in their email box, in their is that what they call it? Their email mailbox, or just mailbox. You say to a kid nowadays, mailbox. You think they know what you're talking about? They probably think email e-box. I have so many people who have just left me hanging. This is including relatives. Not just Facebook friends, relatives will not respond. Okay, you know what? Screw that. Not relatives, my sister. There you go. See, nobody's listening, so now I can get really personal. One of these days, this will all blow up in my face, but it won't, because I don't care if she hears this or not. It's about time I spoke my mind and stir the pot a little bit. What pot? There's nothing in the pot, Dave. You're the only one with a pot. You're the only one with a stirrer. You're the only one that knows what's in the pot, but you're not stirring anything. You understand? Nobody's listening. Yeah, I know. Well, then okay, fine. So I have messages out to my sister. She doesn't respond. 2 years older than me, trying to get things done in life. I call her, hey, call me back and talk to you about my parents. You know, the ones that are going to die any day now? You think we can make some plans? Yep, that's the response I get. I don't have the effect for crickets. It's not even crickets. I wish there was crickets. I'd scoop them up and I'd throw them out a window. Hey, who's throwing crickets at my window? Is that my brother? Why is my brother out here in New Jersey throwing crickets at my window? Because I want you to wake up and pay attention to me. Stop leaving me hanging. We got to talk about our parents. They're on their way to dying. They're not on their way to getting healthier. They're not getting healthier. I mean, they spend a lot of time going to the doctor. Don't get me wrong. That's their whole life. You know how... I'm assuming if anybody does listen to the show, you're going to be a Jewish person. I just assume that somehow I'm going to attract, if I attract anybody, I'm going to attract Jewish people, white Jewish people, not the black Jewish people. They don't count. No, I'm only kidding. Well, how many are there? But they're not even like the fastest growing, you know, like, they're the fastest growing. No, the black Jews are not the fastest growing anything. I mean, it's bad enough to be a Jew, you know, you got so much work to do, and then, you know, to be a black Jew, it's like, Jesus. I mean, so much going against you at that point. Not me. I don't, listen, I'm anybody wants to be a Jew, go ahead. Knock yourself out. That's my motto. If I was a rabbi, want to be a Jew? Come on in to B'nai Teresh Yisrael. Knock yourself out. Jew it up. That's what I say. I don't really say that. Jew it up. Jew it up. Baby. Jew it up. Down. See, if they had music like that instead of Hava Nagila, I might come back. Come back? You left? No, I was never in. You went to yeshiva? No, I know, but I was forced. I was forced to go to yeshiva. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be in the black school, the one in Brownsville. Dave, you're making a lot of black comments. It's not to really... No, I lived in a place called Brownsville. Look it up, Brownsville, Brooklyn. That's where Mike Tyson is from. Like East New York type place. Did I live in East New York? I know, I lived in Brownsville. I know that. Brownsville, 1381 Linden Boulevard. The Butcher's Co-ops. It really exists. Brownsville. And there was a school around the corner. I was supposed to go to that school. But they wouldn't let me. I don't know if my sister ever went there. You know, that's really funny. Here I am, 52 years old. My sister is 2 years ahead of me. Did she go to yeshiva? And I went... Or did she go to public school for the first 2 years? I know she went to public school in third year because I remember taking the bus with her. That's funny. I don't remember anything before that. I don't remember anything before... I mean, as far as school, what she did in the morning. Where was I? You know, that's kind of interesting. At 6 years old, all right, listen, this podcast is going to go way longer than a half hour if I don't think this through. But see, this is what's good about not preparing, because now I can spontaneously have thoughts come to me on a Sunday morning at 10:04. Sunday, I'm southbound on the New York State Thruway. Did I do everything I was supposed to do? Yeah, I got my milk. I got my gas. Okay, I'm good. I have to go through my checklist of things to do. I got my laundry. I know that. That's what I do. I have milk to get, I have laundry to get, and I have gas I have to get up in Albany. It's 10 cents cheaper than by my house. So that's my whole life, is to get the cheapest gas. Ask anybody that knows me. They'll say, Dave will drive 10 miles out of his way. Why am I doing Barney Rubble? Hey, Fred, you know Dave Kennedy will drive 10 miles out of his way to get cheaper gas? Who's calling me? Oh, boy. Let me see. I can't take that call now. How do I take this call? Everybody's got to hear this. Can I pause this recording? Yes. All right, I'm back. Yay. I'm back. I was gone. You couldn't tell because all I did was hit a digital button, a pause button, and of course I have no idea where I left off. So I had to take that call. It was very important. You know what? Let me tell you about this call. There's no way there's going to be a 30-minute episode. Let me tell you about the trucking industry, folks. I haven't really talked about it. By the way, did you notice it's episode 20? Wow. What do I call this episode? The happy anniversary? I don't know. And I got a little rabbit trail I got to get to. Jeez. So I got a rabbit trail thing I got to tell you. That I mentioned my friends at Comedy Pipe Network, 3D, Jefferson, and Joe Green. They do a show every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. That's Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, they go live on the YouTube. And go check them out at comedypipe.com. The show is called Pipe Dream. I think it's called Pipe Dreams. I think it's pluralized. Pluralized? I don't know. Pluraled. It's plural. Not just one dream. It's many dreams. It's Pipe Dreams. Yeah, so listen to them every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. It's a fun show. There's usually a guest, so that makes 4 people. And there's hilarity. You like that sort of thing? You like one guy talking, 2 guys laughing, and a guest? Well, that's what this show will provide for you. One guy talking, one guy hosting, 2 guys laughing, and a guest. That simplifies that. I mean, some people really are into that stuff. So that's the show for you. Some guys, there's 2 guys talking, 1 guy laughing, and a guest. Sometimes there's 3 guys talking, 1 guy laughing, and a guest. There's a whole combination of people talking, people laughing, and a guest. And there you go. A lot of times they like to mention that their guests are virgins, but they're virgins to the show. To the studio or to the show, something like that. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So, all right, trucking story. So I don't remember where we left off with the fake book, but real quickly, what did I do? All right, so it doesn't matter. Just, if you can, go to fakebook.com / is that how it goes? / Dumbing It Down with Dave, or Dumb with Dave. And, go to the Facebook page. Go to the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook page. And don't forget to stop by the website, dumbingitdownwithdave.com, or Dumb, D-U-M-B, Dumb with Dave, because it's been revamped. And it's going to get more revamped real soon, as I'm taking a class online on how to... I'm taking a class for $109, whatever. It's a continuing education class online. Editing and... Not editing. Podcasting and blogging. Yeah. Because I want to know exactly what to do. Whatever. So I'm taking a class. And then I'm going to take another class after that called Intermediate WordPress. So I can really master WordPress. I really want to get better at this website. I want to get better at podcasting. I want the technical aspect of it. This part here that you're hearing, it's always going to be like this. Because I don't know how I'm ever going to have time to prepare. And when I prepare, then I won't have these gems. These gems of ideas and gems of shows that when I just all of a sudden think of something. So, yeah, so what I think of before that was a gem. Oh, yeah, I realized that when I went to first grade at Yeshiva, Crown Heights Yeshiva, and I got on the bus with my sister, I don't remember the year before and the year before that when she was in second and first grade. I don't know where she went to school. That's kind of amazing, don't you think? Here it is, 52 years old. I don't know where my sister went to school for first and second grade. I was in kindergarten or pre-kindergarten. It was in the bottom of one of the buildings at the complex. Wow, what a life I had. What a great life, painting rocks, eating oatmeal all day long. I think my mother would just had a constant pot of hot oatmeal because I loved oatmeal. I loved cream of wheat, and I love farina. Cream of rice, cream of wheat, farina. I think we've tried Wheatina. I don't think that worked out too good. I think we tried Mapo. I think I've tried Mapo several times over the course of my life. And I never remember if I like it. There's none in my pantry, so I must have eaten it. Mapo. So I like hot cereal. I like hot things in a bowl. I do. I love hot soup, and I love hot cereal. Okay. What am I doing? Whee! Sunday morning. Sunday. So, yeah, the drag races were last week, I think, or this week. I missed it. I always miss it. Englishtown, New Jersey. I've been trying to go to Englishtown for 52 years. I never make it. One of these days, I'm going to make it to Englishtown, New Jersey. Watch the drag races. All right, so, what are my rabbit trails? Pipe Dream, I did that. I did the plug for Pipe Dream. Trucking industry. You know what? Yeah, let's do quickly the trucking industry. All right, so I just got a phone call from a buddy of mine, a truck driver buddy of mine, who's not at work today, but he'll be at work later. We work nights. Okay? Real quickly. I'm going to do the story as fast as I can. The new and improved, faster than ever. Well, it is the fastest podcast on Earth. Did I mention that? It's the fastest podcast on Earth. Because we're traveling at speeds of 65 miles or more. Allegedly. In case the jury's listening. Right now, allegedly, I'm doing about 75 miles an hour. But that's alleged. I'm just throwing numbers in here. I could say 120. How would you know? You wouldn't know. It's not recorded. None of this is recorded. You know what they'll do? They'll track my GPS, I bet. They go, oh, we saw. Okay, maybe, whatever. Meanwhile, I'm going to stay out of trouble, and nobody will be worse for the wear. Is that the phrase, worse for wear? Okay, so I call my truck driving buddy, Mark. Mark drives a truck. Not the Mark who commented on the show. This is a different Mark. Employee of the Year. I'll give him a little plug. That bastard, he beat me out for Employee of the Year. It's so political. I don't know what he did to get that award. I am way better, more valuable of an employee than he is. But nonetheless, he's a nice guy, and I'm glad if I didn't win that he won. I'm not glad that I didn't win, and I'm not glad that he won. But I have to say that sentence. I'm glad that if it wasn't me that won, it was him. But really, he shouldn't have won. I should have won Employee of the Year. I totally deserved it. All right, Dave, move on. Come on, nobody cares. All right, so I'm looking down. There's a conference table. Conference table has a whole bunch of paperwork, and the paperwork is the work that's going out later tonight. Okay? So Mark is a tractor-trailer driver. He drives a truck. He comes in. He drives doubles. We do doubles up and down the thruway, up and down, doubles, north and south. We break the doubles at a tandem area. Tandem area? What's that? Tandem, two. I don't know. Tandem. We pull two trailers at once. We call those doubles. And then when we get down to the tandem area in Suffern, Suffern, like near Ramapo, near Sloatsburg, Suffern, we drop the trailers, one of the trailers, and we continue on with the other trailer because you can't go into the New York City metro area or New Jersey or wherever with doubles. You can only go with one at a time. And so he has worked tonight at a place called the Broadway Dairy, Broadway Heights Dairy. What's fascinating about that? Let me tell you what's fascinating to me, why I'm sharing it with you. And I called Mark. Everybody's involved. It's a triangle. But why did I call him about the Broadway Heights Dairy? What's fascinating about it? Okay, you ready? Because we've never been there. We've never, ever been there. It's new business. How do I know it's new business? Because I know. I just know. We've never done this. We've never been to this place in Bayshore, Long Island. So there's a note. There's an email, a printed out email attached to the paperwork, all about how this is brand new business. This is our very first delivery. And we got to make it good. We got to do this rock solid. This could be the first of thousands and thousands and millions of gallons of milk that, we always need more business. Apparently, we don't need more drivers. We're very short-handed, by the way. But, we always need more business. Of course we do. And it's great to get new business after all these years. Somehow there's a dairy that wants us to provide them with dairy products. That's great. I'm so happy that we landed this account. So there's a whole email from my boss about we got to make sure this is rock solid. We want to do this right. Make sure it's, blah, blah, blah. So I look at this. I go, you know what? And Mark is scheduled to go there tonight. So I said, you know what? I know something. I know something that the whole world does not know. That's how smart I am. Sometimes I'm smart. Sometimes I'm just, really a moron. But today I was smart. I followed my intuition. I followed my instincts, which is even better than smart. It's a great supplement to being smart, to follow your instincts, follow your intuitions. And I said to myself, Mark has no idea he's going to this tonight. Mark has no idea where Bayshore, Long Island is. Mark has no idea where the Broadway Heights Dairy is. Mark is going to come in tonight ill-prepared. Even though it says to the dispatches from my boss, it says on this email, make sure this is rock solid. We want to make a good first impression. Well, I called Mark. He wasn't home. I left a voicemail. And then as I was just doing this podcast, he called. That's why I had a pause. Look at that, 24 minutes. There's no way I'm going to get this done in half an hour. So he called me back, and I said, hey, Mark. And I just, basically, long story short, I helped him out. Now he knows. He didn't know he was going there. He had no clue. I said, Mark, okay, I'll tell you the story. I said, Mark, would you be surprised if I told you that you are coming in tonight and going to some place you've never been before? He said, yes, I would be surprised. I said, would you be surprised if I told you were going to Bay Shore, Long Island? He goes, yes, I would be surprised. So I rattled off all these questions, and he was like, oh, my God, what's going on? I said, well, you're going to make the very, very, very first delivery at a brand new client of ours in Bay Shore, Long Island. And according to our boss, he wants you to be as prepared as possible because he wants this account to be rock solid. Are you prepared? He goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know where this is. I don't know how to get there. I said, would you be surprised if they left you directions and they have you going on the Sagittocas Parkway and the Cross Island Parkway? And he says, actually, no, that I'm not surprised about. And what's funny about that, folks, is in New York City, I don't know about the rest of the world, in New York City, anything that says Parkway means no trucks. No trucks. As soon as you see Parkway, get out. No trucks. Bell Parkway, Sagittocas Parkway, Merritt Parkway, Taconic Parkway. Anything that says Parkway, no trucks. No exceptions. No trucks. In fact, you can't even have a pickup truck or something. There's a whole thing. No commercial vehicles. So my company drew up a map. It's so stupid. Stupid idiots. This is the trucking industry. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed. Morons. Sending a tractor trailer combination under 80,000 pounds and poor driver doesn't know where he's going. So stupid. Why can't they call him and prepare him? Why couldn't they get the right directions? And these guys saw me last night. Why did they say something to me? They saw me twice last night. They said, hey, can you help us out? Yeah, what do you need? Listen, we got a new account. We're going to send it to Bay Shore, Long Island. What do you think? Oh, well, don't put them on a parkway. I probably would have said that first. Whatever you do, don't put them on a parkway. No. It's not for trucks. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm all excited about it. And I called Mark, and he called me back, and now he's a little relieved, that he's not going to come in and walk into I guess you could call it a shitstorm. I don't really want to curse. A web of deception? No, whatever, Okay, so that's that. So I helped Mark out. I feel good. Even though he beat me out for Employee of the Year undeservedly. I'm happy to have helped him. What was the other thing? Let me get to this other rabbit trail. I got my first review. I didn't ask for permission to repeat the review, but I don't see how it's going to be a problem. I'm not going to say anything too specific. But basically, Donna, who, in all honesty, is a childhood friend of mine. I have not seen her. My bar mitzvah, I was 13. My bar mitzvah, I was what age? It's always 13, Dave. Yes, it's always 13. I don't know if I've seen her since then. I might have not seen her for 39 years. It's quite possible. So I'm just in the interest of honesty. So we connected on Facebook yesterday. I mean, we didn't just connect. We've been semi-connected, whatever. And I don't know what happened. We had a conversation on Facebook, and I told her about the podcast, and she went and listened to it. She picked out episode 18, which is not my favorite. It's basically F pound asterisks whatever K McFakebook. That was episode 18. The one before Orlando, which is 19. Which is really what I wanted to talk about today, but I don't know if we're going to get to it. So she liked it, and she said she clicked on the first episode she saw, and she started listening, and she was laughing, and she said it was hilarious. Those aren't the official words. I didn't realize I was going to get to that today, but so I got my first review, albeit Albeit, right? Albeit. I love that word. Albeit from a childhood friend who I haven't seen in about 39 years, but nonetheless, a review, a good review. I don't know if she's telling the truth. I have to trust her, right? I mean, most people don't say anything, which means I know they hate it. Because I got a couple of people that I know said they were going to listen to it, and then I haven't heard from them. So my guess is they don't know how to say, hey, Dave, this is really bad. You should surely not be doing this. You should, in fact, don't even own a phone at this point. Delete your apps and turn in your phone. You should maybe use a flip phone, and that's it. You should be relegated to a flip phone. You shouldn't even have a smartphone. So in my next episode, when I get more permission from Donna from Tennessee, she's not originally from Tennessee. She's originally from New York City. But she likes my podcast. She thought it was hilarious. She laughed. It's nice to hear that. She didn't mail it to me. I mean, email it to me, but whatever. I don't even know if she listened to the whole episode. Probably not. Most people don't listen to most episodes in its entirety, from what I understand. And they're never going to listen to these in its entirety because I keep on going over half an hour. Yep, 30 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm way over. Okay, so I got my first review. And I'm going to consider this a Mercy review. So I have a Mercy follower. That's 3D from Comedy Pipe. I have a Mercy commenter. That's a Mercy emailer. That's Mark, a truck driving buddy, not the one I just talked about, a different one. And now I have a Mercy review. But I didn't ask her to review it. She just sent me a thing on Facebook saying, hey, I just listened to the very first episode that I clicked on, and it was hilarious. I was laughing out loud. It's great. So I'll get the full review next episode. I'll have it printed out so I can read it. You mean you're going to prepare? Well, only a little. Don't get carried away. And it's a review. I mean, if I'm going to prepare anything, I'm going to prepare a review. All right, well, if you listen to episode 19, titled Orlando, no, nobody's listening, but if you could, I don't know if I made all my points very clear and succinct. Basically, the message I wanted to get across in episode 19 was gay clubs, good. Using assault weapons for destruction, bad. The right to own an assault weapon, well, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. There's a lot of things in life that I'm not against it. I'm just not for it. Or I'm not for it, but I'm not against it. So, because my philosophy is, and I think this would really help a lot of people if they got this, it doesn't really apply to me. It doesn't affect me. Now, I use the example of gay marriage, well, homosexuality in general, but gay marriage. Yeah, I'm as for it as I need to be. How for it? I'm ecstatically for it. Yeah, listen, go get married. What do I care? But Dave, there's medical benefits. Yeah, I know. Yeah, good. They love each other or whatever it is. Nobody should think that gay marriage is any better or worse than non-gay marriage. There's people out there getting married for all different reasons in the hetero world and in the gay world. Not every gay person is in love with every other gay person that they marry. Maybe there's newlyweds, and then eventually, it goes the way all relationships go. I don't think anybody should be married. If you want to be honest, if you want me to be honest, yes, I don't believe in the institution. Dave, be careful now. You have been married for, 29 years, almost 30. Well, you've been shacked up, basically, since 1987. Yes, I've been shacked up and then somewhat married since 1987. To one woman only. Yeah, I don't believe in the institution of marriage. If I knew then what I know now, whoa, really, Dave? You're going to say that? Yes. If I knew then what I know now, I probably wouldn't have gotten married. I would have said, listen, you're hot, and I'm infatuated with you. And I want to have sex with you so badly, not just once a day. And I'd like you to have sex back with me if you could. And I like spending time with you. Yes, I enjoy spending time with my wife. But not enough where it should be a 24/7, 365, one decade at a time deal. 10/10 or whatever they call it. 24/7, 365, 10/10, 20/20 up to 100 for a whole century. It's a ridiculous notion, I think, really. Yes, we did have a child, and that was great. And he's a pain in my butt at 19 and all that. Yeah, whatever. And we have a house, and I'm going home to her right now. In about 3 minutes, I'm going to be home. I got to shut off this podcast, and I got to be with my wife. I don't got to be with my wife. I want to be with my wife. But, the whole thing about day in and day out, listen, just look at the statistics. Just look at the divorce statistics. Okay, that's another show. So, I'm as for gay marriage as I need to be. Transgendered rights? Yeah, I know. I actually do know somebody. I'm not going to say she's my best friend, but, we're friends. I can call her, text her anytime. And she has texted me. She doesn't call. She's one of those people some people just never call. It's always texting. Always. Never opting for the call. I don't get that. But anyway, that's a whole nother generation. Yeah, and she's younger and transgendered, brilliant comedian. Jay McBride, look her up. MC Bride, Bride, Jay McBride. Well, the one I know of. Maybe I have other transgendered friends, and I don't know. But yeah, I'm as for that as I need to be. How would I gotta go march? What do I gotta do? I gotta make a donation. How far am I gonna take it? I'm good. I'm not anti anything really. I mean, I hate to say this after I just mentioned the homosexuality and then transgender to go into bestiality. But one of these days, those people are going to want some rights. And pedophiles. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to draw the line somewhere, right? But if you think about it, usually it's man. Man and animal. Isn't it usually a horse or a dog? Is that so wrong? Dogs have sex. Men have sex. Men are commonly referred to as dogs. Hey, dog. Yo, dog. Yo, pound it. Pound it, dog. Pound it right here, dog. Yeah, well, I'm joking, but... So think about it. So a man has sex with a dog or a horse. What's it to you? What do you care? I don't know. What kind of special rights do they need? Usually nobody's looking anyway. That's not one of those things you do in public. Oh, breastfeeding. Yeah, absolutely. Breastfeed in public. I can't believe that there's any conversation about breastfeed at the library, breastfeed on the train. People pee at the subway. What's the difference? Dave, you're saying breastfeeding is peeing? No, I'm saying all these things. It's ridiculous to be against it and protesting and blah, 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 blah. I'm as for things as I need to be. Is anybody for me? I want people to be for me. I want you to be for Dumbing It Down with Dave. Can you be for Dumbing It Down with Dave? All right, listen, I just pulled up to my house. I'm not going to sit here and do this podcast any longer. You guys got saved. I'm in front of my house. I got to go. I want to go be with my wife. It's Father's Day, and I'm tired. I didn't work 5 days. I worked 4 days. Oh, I just shut off the AC way too soon. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I wung it, as I usually do. Yes, I wung it. I winged it. I hope you're enjoying the sound of my UNetGo 5.0 Air. I love it. Please email me if you could at dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. Dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. Don't forget to listen to Pipe Dreams on the Comedy Pipe Network. Pipe Dreams is the name of the show. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Savings Time. Whatever it is on Wednesday, whatever time it is on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, that's when the show is on. In the United States. And you can see it on YouTube. You can see it and hear it on YouTube. And you could Skype them. You could be interactive. You can call them and participate in the show. So it's a good show. One guy hosts, 2 guys laugh, and 1 guest. What else is there? I can't remember. I know I'm going to hang up this phone. I'm going to be upset. So that's it. Check out my Facebook page. Dumbing It Down with... Everything is Dumbing It Down with Dave. Dumb with Dave. Dumbing It Down with Dave. 20th episode, 20 in the books. We have dumbed it down pretty good. That's something I haven't said in a long time. I used to say that at the beginning of every episode. Well, I think we dumbed it down pretty good, so I'm bringing that back. I shouldn't have forgotten that. I created Dumbcast. I like Dumbcast. I like calling you guys my dum-dums. I got to get the clip of Mr. Gazoo. Remember Mr. Gazoo from Flintstones? He's Harvey Korman. He's the one that originated it. Hello, dum-dums. So, that's it. We covered something. We covered a lot. I think this was a fun show. I think it was lively. If anything else, I like it to be light and lively, which used to be a milk, I think, in New York. Am I crazy? Light and lively? What was that? I think that was milk. Did I cover all my rabbit trails? Thank you, Donna from Tennessee, for the nice review. Even though it's not an official review. But I appreciate you saying something. And it's good to connect with you. I hope we get to speak to each other or see each other soon. Her father used to be my hero. Her father, Stanley, was my hero. We'll talk about it another time. He's a long time since passed, and I miss him greatly. I really do. I emphasize how much I miss Stanley. He was a great man. It was great to me. Every child should have somebody like that in their life that they look up to and idolize and doesn't let them down. That's key. If you're an adult and somebody's looking up to you, don't let them down. Okay, that's it. We dumbed it down pretty good. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. All right. This is episode 20. Episode 21, I don't know when that's going to come out. I might do another one tomorrow, tonight. I don't know when, but I'm keeping them consistent. I hope the sound quality on this is good. I got a lot of things coming. I really do. There's a lot of plans for this show. Can I come through? I have no idea. But it helps if you would write me at dumbingitdownwithdavid@yahoo.com. It helps if you participate. Comments, criticisms, critiques. If you have a rant, just send me an email. I'll read it. I'll read your rant online. Would you like to be on my show? Oh, I can't do that. No. All right. One of these days, I'll welcome video, audio recordings from the audience. If you have a rant, like you'll be a special guest, you'll have 30 seconds to a minute or 2 minutes, whatever, to rant. And but I don't know how to use Audacity yet. It's one of the things I need to do is learn how to use Audacity. Sound editing equipment. All right, listen. It's 10:47. Let me out of here. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. All right, I gotta hang up. Okay, gotta go. All right, let's hit this button one more time. All right, folks, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And hopefully you didn't hear the sound of the phone. Oh, yeah, I think you did hear the sound of the phone ringing today. I got to fix that. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day, a good night, goodbye, good luck, and, of course, great skills. Bye.